for half hour, and then you're good. Once that goes through, you can sleep well. You're going to hear some rain, maybe some thunder, but the severe threat's pretty much over. And that's why that tornado watch has been canceled to the northwest. And severe thunderstorm watch goes through the middle of the night into eastern Kentucky. It's still going to be a long night across eastern Kentucky, Jim, with those storms coming into there.
Plenty of time. I think it goes to 6 a.m. I think it's the expiration time on it. But the way this line's going, it'll probably be quicker than that. But
the leading edge of it, right.
Yeah.
And I'm noticing, look at all the lightning strikes behind that with the heavy rain that is behind that initial severe line of thunderstorms. So that's why, listen, if you love a rainy night, this is your night. You just got to, again, get through that severe weather threat that is right on the leading edge of that line. Those pockets are out there of small hail, high winds, 50 to 60 miles per hour. That is, Jim, essentially right on top of the Bourbon and Clark County line. You've got that rolling into Fleming County out of Carlisle, Nicholas County, Bath County, rocking and rolling, with winds here that have peaked at around 55 to 60 miles an hour, and likely to see some of those gusts ramping it up again into those areas. I know you're looking to see if we got any new gusts. But where the radar, by the way, for folks watching at home, where you see that little bit of white, as we experienced firsthand here about a half hour or so ago, that's where you're getting in on some hail. That's what that is.
That's what that's showing, yeah. I mean, it's, and let me tell you, it wasn't huge when it was here in Lexington, but that doesn't mean it can't be when it's somewhere else. It could get a little bit more out there in size.
And look at all the lightning on the back edge of that departing severe thunderstorm, Charlesburg. We're right about here on Winchester Road, not far from Hamburg Pavilion. Richmond, boy, that's a potent thunderstorm right on top of the city of Richmond right now, Jim. That thing means business as it makes its way across Madison County.
That lightning too, that just flipped through town, big and bright. That's the thunder we're hearing right now. But yeah, that's some pretty intense stuff right there. About to head right over. It's right at the Richmond Center. About to head over to where Madison Central is located. Yeah,
here's EKU. There's the bypass, Madison Central High School, as Jim just mentioned, and right on top of Caldwell Middle School, and folks living around Lake Reba, getting ready. You're hearing it now. The worst of it is coming on in, and I believe it was this area. Was it 2 years ago now when we had that big hail event and wind event down here? I believe it was 2 years ago. It wasn't last year. I think they had one last year too, but the real big one was now 2 years ago.
Yeah, when siding was destroyed.
Yeah, it was
windows.
Late June, early July of 23. So that's what we're dealing. We took a bit of a lightning strike here. So which is why we're on generator, and the juice is still flowing.
The juice is still flowing. That's right. Keeps us going. Keeps us live here everywhere that we're live right now.
Yeah. So that's why Jim jumped on you a minute ago. He could see the camera behind me that I couldn't see. Stanford, Lincoln County not included in that severe thunderstorm warning, but we are to the south and southeast of that. Those storms go back here to our west as this squall line of thunderstorms continues to race through the region, and that future radar lighting up with those storms that get out of southeastern Kentucky coming up here as we go through the wee hours of the morning. And then from there, it's a breezy day. It is a chillier day as well as we go into tomorrow. I do want to touch on that Wednesday through the end of the week setup. I do not like the look of this pattern at all, my friends. Wednesday through next weekend, Jim, already we've got first alert weather days out for what is likely to become a multi-day severe weather and potential flood event across our part of the world.
Right.
There's a heck of a signature for this.
An incredible amount of rain. Incredible. That's the only word I can use. I mean, look.
Here's one of the computer models that is spitting out just in the next 7 days some 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.6 inch rain amounts. Repeat thunderstorms making their way across the area. That's why we've got that first alert weather day already out for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it happens again, Jim, as those temperatures jump right back up on us.
It's just not supposed to be like that this early in the year.
It is a nasty look middle and end of the week. All right, we still have more team coverage to go with the severe thunderstorms that are rolling across Kentucky right now. We'll see you back with that here in just a moment. Hang with us. Hey, welcome back in, everybody. Here we are with our team coverage, and you're catching us as we do a lot of multitasking here because, Jim, anymore, the job's it's not just television. It's never been, but now more so than ever, it requires a whole lot of different avenues that we got to walk, right?
Well, I mean, the information is so instantaneous now. You know, years ago we had to have crews out everywhere. Now we've got people that are out everywhere that share information, and we try to get it and verify it and make sure it's all real. Because, you know, unfortunately the internet's full of a bunch of fakes. So we've got to be really, really close, really careful about what we share. But that's what we're doing out there for you here right now, just trying to figure out what's legit and what is not. Chris.
Yeah, and we've had some reports of a little bit of damage out of Georgetown, so we're working to confirm that right now. Potentially may have been some damage there into parts of Scott County. And Jim, that was where we were looking at what may have been a little quick spin up.
We called it out.
We called it out,
yeah.
And it was very, very brief, but in a setup like this where you're dealing with a line of severe thunderstorms, you can often get quick little spin-ups. You don't get these big monster tornadoes, thankfully. We're not looking at a setup like that, but you're getting ones that are, they drop down, they do a little bit of work on you, and then they're gone. So it's a quick spin in terms of the tornado potential that does diminish the farther east that these storms get. But we have just a ton of real estate currently under severe thunderstorm warnings, and this line is now starting to move a little bit, so we got to move the radar views with it. Worst of this line here into eastern Kentucky is right on top of Vanceburg, Flemingsburg, down to Mount Sterling, Winchester. So folks, Clay City, Stanton, up into Owingsville, Moorhead, the Cave Run Lake area, Vanceburg, AA Highway, down the 460 corridor toward Frenchburg, and up and down the Mountain Parkway back into Irvine. Boy, that worst of the weather is just about on top of you, and where the radar, again, picks up on the white, that's at least a little bit of pea-size hail, if not some out and out up to nickel-size hail. This is not a major hail-producing system. This was back to our west earlier today into parts of Missouri, Arkansas.
Wow.
What, baseball-size hail?
All kinds. All kinds of
goodness
it too.
gracious. Yeah. Lexington, the severe weather threat is ended. So sleep well. That's if you can sleep with the thunder and lightning. Richmond, we continue to watch some pretty good thunderstorms that are right on top of Madison County. And that is making its way through the Richmond area right now. And what we can do, we can zoom in on this for you guys. And just, it's always worth looking inside these storms just to see if we find any kind of a spin in there. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, there may be just a hint of something between Union City and Lake Reba as that continues to zip its way on through to the east and northeast. That line goes back to the southwest with severe thunderstorm warnings now for folks into Jackson County, Rockcastle County, part of Laurel County, and up into Pulaski. And then you've got what would amount to, I guess, Jim, the third line of severe weather. Essentially, it's all connected, but you've had these hot spots of lines that have really been flexing on us over the past several hours, and that is certainly the case right now. Tornado warnings here on the south side of Nashville, Tennessee. All of this right along and ahead of a cold front where we've got the battle of the seasons. It is making its way with springtime in front of it and wintertime behind it. We've had snow today into Iowa. It's snowing right now into the western part of the Great Lakes. We're not going to see that around here. It's going to chill us down over the next few. And then from there, Richmond. Where's this at?
It's out south of Richmond, close to the depot.
All right, well, let's go.
Let's check it out. I mean,
let's give it a little look.
Because once again, what I'm seeing, I've got another radar product that we can look at, and we can run two things at one time here. And I'm looking at another one that's got a little spin trying to show up again in Madison County near the depot. So, and Chris is going to pull it up on our main screen here on the main radar, the First Alert Radar Network. So that's what we've got. And, well, you can see a little hint of it right there, Chris. I mean, right there.
Yeah, right here along, what is this, 499, there's 421.
Yep.
Dreyfus area, here's Lake Reba. So we're watching that little bit of a spin. And, Jim, that is right on the leading edge of that line. Severe thunderstorm warning is out with this. We'll continue to watch it. Our team coverage continues right after the break. Stay with us. All right, welcome back, everybody. Our team coverage continues as we track this massive squall line of thunderstorms that goes from what is the Scioto River Valley into southern Ohio, that goes back into central Kentucky and goes all the way to the southwest in Nashville, Tennessee. You're talking about one heck of a squall line here at the end of March. You know, March, we're almost to the last day. I guess we technically are now, right? Monday's the last day. We're at 12, a little after midnight.
It's midnight now.
So here we are. March
31st.
going out like the lion because it came in like a lamb. It was a calm start to March, and then everything broke loose. You can fill in the blanks there. Here's the First Alert Radar Network with the squall line of thunderstorms, bringing the threat for damaging winds now from Clark County, Stanton, Clay City, all the way up through Montgomery County, Bath County, and into the Vanceburg area of Lewis County near the AA Highway. That goes back along the Mountain Parkway. Lexington, it's noisy, but it is just some rain and some thunder and lightning. We've been watching this stuff around Richmond. These storms have had quick little spin-ups with them. We're getting at least some damage pictures on social media out of Georgetown, where we did spot one of those quick little spin-ups. And Jim, you were looking at one here to the southeast of Richmond a little bit ago. As quickly as that went up,
it's gone.
It's gone.
And that's the nature of these. Mm-hmm. That's what they do, you know, and
yeah.
when you get them along these lines like this.
Yeah, it is essentially, if you're getting a tornado, it's a hit and run type of a deal. That line of thunderstorms now getting close to the Lake Cumberland area, goes back toward Nashville, Tennessee as well. So this line of thunderstorms is going to continue to make its way across southern and eastern Kentucky with a severe weather threat through the wee hours of the morning. Of course, we're going to keep you up to date and keep you safe all night long right here on WKYT. So we'll be back on periodically as we go through the overnight. So keep your TVs right here on WKYT. Stay safe, everybody. Have a good night. All right, I lied just a moment ago. I thought we were done with the news. We are not. We had one more segment to go through. It's been a long day, but you know what? It's a long night out there for many of us who don't like storms, let alone the threat for severe weather into the overnight. And Jim, we continue to track this squall line of thunderstorms with a couple of dozen counties that are still under warnings out there into eastern Kentucky.
And they will continue. We're going to see more warnings pop. You've got a watch that's out until 6 a.m. It
Give or
probably
take.
Doesn't last
Probably
that
won't
long.
get there. Probably won't see the expiration time. But as you can see, that line is barreling its way through. It's roughly Vanceburg in Lewis County through right on top of Cave Run Lake, and then down the Mountain Parkway into Madison County, and then back to the southwest we go toward Nashville, Tennessee. And it means business, 50, 60 mile per hour winds.
And we've been seeing more tornado warnings down south.
Yeah,
There's one
southwest of Nashville.
I mean, right now, just south of it. Yeah, you're right, southwest
Where there's
of
a
Nashville.
little, better instability. The shear was much more prominent down there compared to everywhere else. But this line, as it makes its way through eastern Kentucky, will weaken with each passing hour, which is good news. So we'll see that severe weather threat that will be with us into the overnight. Jim, we're going to be here for you to keep folks up to date, keep you safe. We'll be breaking in periodically, and if we require wall-to-wall, we'll do just that. And later this week, watch Wednesday and beyond. Significant severe weather and flooding possible then. We'll see you later tonight. Have a good one.